nonprofits across the U.S. are bracing for impact. The Trump administration's executive orders, budget changes, and funding freezes are reshaping the sector in ways we haven't seen in decades. In this video, we'll break down what's happening, how it affects nonprofit organizations, and what leaders can do right now to protect their missions. Since January 2025, the Trump administration has issued over 80 executive orders affecting nonprofits. Let's look at the most critical ones. Freeze on federal grants and loans. Briefly halted billions in funding to nonprofits working under federal contracts. This caused cash flow crises for many. Budget cuts. The FY 2026 budget slashes discretionary spending for health, housing, education, and environment, areas where nonprofits fill gaps. Tax-exempt status targeting. New House measure aims to strip tax exemption from nonprofits seen as politically oppositional. DEI rollback orders have reduced funding and support for diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Areas impacted: housing, health, education, environment, civil rights. The Chronicle of Philanthropy notes that this approach echoes the Reagan era, but with fewer guiding principles, making the fallout harder to predict. Let's bring this to ground level. Here's what it looks like in communities. Example 1. Boulder County, Colorado. A recent survey found 62% of local nonprofits have been hit by policy changes, from losing federal grants to struggling to meet new compliance demands. Example 2. Health clinics. Community health centers in disaster-prone regions reliant on federal funding for emergency response or preparedness now face budget gaps that threaten service continuity. Example 3. Civil rights organizations. Groups advancing voter access, civil rights, or immigrant services report increased scrutiny of their tax-exempt status and funding sources. Experts say the difference today is the scope and unpredictability. Reagan's cuts were part of a stated small government philosophy. The current wave is more fragmented. Budget freezes one day, executive orders the next, tax threats another. That leaves nonprofits without a clear path to plan ahead. Here's what nonprofit leaders must do now. Scenario planning. Prepare for multiple funding environments, no federal grants, reduced state support, or shifted private funding. Strengthen alternative revenue. Expand private grants, earned income strategies, donor cultivation beyond federal sources. Legal readiness. If your nonprofit could be targeted for tax-exempt challenges, consult legal counsel now. Public advocacy. Join coalitions pushing for local, state, or private sector alternatives to programs defunded federally. Board and staff engagement. Ensure your board understands the changing environment and is ready to act swiftly. Communication strategy. Be transparent with donors and community partners about risks and plans. While these policies present real threats, they also highlight the essential role of nonprofits. Communities will turn to you more than ever when government pulls back. This is a chance to innovate. Build local funding networks, strengthen collaborations, create new models for resilience. Subscribe for actionable insights for nonprofits, small businesses, and mission-driven leaders. Subscribe for more breakdowns on policy changes and strategies to help your organization thrive. And visit our site if you need help developing your nonprofit's response plan. https://simplifiedsolutionsystems.com/book-now.